name is Mohamad. I'm the CEO and the co-founder of AGRONA. AGRONA, we are making wood from agricultural residues such as potato and tomato. And it's very surprising that you can imagine that this kind of raw material can make wood, but it can, because of the rich fiber ratio in such material that give us the opportunity to make a wood with certain technology that is less in the manufacturing cost of the conventional process by around 30%. The particle board globally, the market size that we are addressing is $20 billion US. 20% of this market, 20% sorry, of the global wood industry is just going for the particle board. And actually IKEA is relying on more than 90% of their products on this raw material. But we have a lot of problem here. We are cutting 300 million trees to produce such kind of wood and emitting carbon dioxide emissions of more than 15 million, the emission coming from 15 million vehicles a year. In Egypt, this market is $50 million US, and we start in Egypt this business as we are in Egypt, so we can run this business fast and grow in Egypt and improve this business in Egypt first. And it's doubling in the past 5 years according to the statistics in Egypt. 90% of this market actually imported because we don't have forest. Egypt is not 97% of Egypt is desert, and only 10% is locally manufactured. But how come? We don't have forest. Actually, they're relying the local manufacturers in Egypt on some agricultural residues of the rich crop, fiber-rich crops, such as the corn residues and the flax residues. But actually, this is a byproduct from other industries. So this raw material becomes very, very limited because of the other industries are fighting to get this raw material to use it in the pulp and paper and biofuel industry. So this raw material becomes very limited, and eventually those plants, local plants, they close or they are just running with half of their capacity. And there is a high fuel consumption regarding the drying process. And it's globally actually, and even for the forestry product, when you cut the forest, actually there is a high moisture content inside. And the resin, the chemical resin, is not compatible with this raw material, but actually it's cheap and they have to use it. It gives a low board strength and low poor surface quality. AGRONA provided a solution that can provide raw material that's sustainable all over the year in big volumes, so we'll solve the material availability issue and will eliminate the drying process and give this business, not only in Egypt but in the world, a new opportunity for not cutting the forest, producing with less than, with more than 30% in reduction in the manufacturing cost, and the resin that we produce is very cheap, that could be utilized with this and give us the right strength of the product. The product price, this Egyptian pound, around $7.5 US, one board, and the profit margin is 35%. We got quality certificates from some labs, accredited labs from European standards. And we got seed fund to start this project. We filed a patent in Egypt and the United States. We got $0.6 million US just in 1 week. When we got the first sample, the produced sample, we got just $0.6 million US sales orders. Currently, we are renting a facility. We are running our production from this facility. We produce until this moment around 1,000 board. We finished the pilot sales in 2018, and in 2019 we'll continue growing the business. And actually, we are going to raise funds in order to scale this business and have our own production line by the end of this year. This gives us these projections. By 2022, we'll have $9 million US revenue and 3.2 million profit before tax. We got many startup competitions globally and in Egypt. We got the 4th position prize in Global Social Venture Competition just 2 days ago in UC Berkeley, advancing on a team from UC Berkeley and Boston University as well. We had the first prize in multiple competitions in Egypt for $15,000 prizes and $10,000 prizes. We are seeking for $600,000 for 15% equity. We're going to utilize the 60% for the production line, 25% for the plant construction, and 15% for the working capital. Last, this is a team that's behind AGRONA. AGRONA has a very specific team specified in composite material, in recycling. Ahmed has established before a plan for producing wood from palm trees, and I have a Master of Science degree in composite material. I worked for more than 12 years in multinational companies in the manufacturing field, so we know how to run such a business in the future. Thank you.